Hello, my astrology friends. This is Lada from AstroladaOfficial, and these are your August 2025 video horoscopes. And August is pretty gentle, easygoing month, possibly one of the easiest that I've looked at this year. And it's kind of like the quiet before the storm because in September we have two eclipses. But after that, again, we're going to have some wonderful configuration to the end of the year through the months. But August is a well-deserved respite and break. We're going to have Mercury turning direct. Around the same time, the two greatest benefics, Venus and Jupiter, are joining together in Cancer. Actually, the whole of August, they're pretty much in the same sign. So one area of your life will go with such ease, with such blessings and positive flow. So there will be one area that will be very easy for us all, or a source of blessings. And we're going to have a Saturn opposition Mars around the 9th, 8th, or 7th, 8th, 9th. But usually this is a stressful combination. Some external circumstance can stress us, some conflict that needs to be resolved. But this time it creates an incredibly positive configuration, which is called a kite formation, because there is a trine from Uranus to Mars, trine from Pluto to Mars. And that's kind of, Uranus is wisdom, Pluto is willpower. So some kind of whatever we triggered into, which is Mars Saturn opposition, triggered or into action, activated in some way, provoked, we're able to resolve it by tapping into divine wisdom and the right source of willpower that is aligned to divine willpower. So this energy, this conflict or the stress between Saturn and Mars that's starting at the beginning of the month will be resolved in some way into productive action. And of course, we're going to have full moons, new moons, but nothing dramatic, nothing over the top. There is a full moon on the 9th of August, which is in Aquarius. It's around the same time where everything else, the Venus, Jupiter conjunction, Saturn, Mars opposition. And this will be like peak of activity. Full moons are peak of activities, seeing the results of previous actions, getting the rewards for it, for example. And this full moon is in Aquarius, which is social. It predisposes us to connect with like-minded people, emotionally to form friendships, or to strengthen existing friendships already, or connections, business or personal connections as well. And on the 23rd, there is a new moon when the sun and the moon are together at the 0 degrees in Virgo, which kind of gets us prepared to get into work mode, to get into more serious down to earth, because till now was everything was in Leo, so it's more like enjoy yourself, holidays and so on. But this new moon from the 23rd of August in the 0 degree of Virgos kind of gets us down to earth, focused. Um, let's get down to practical things, solve them, and it's conjunct the star Regulus. So it's the star of leadership. So maybe some kind of new motivation will come into us to, let's say, to organize ourselves, to take leadership about our health, which is Virgo, or because Regulus is a star of incredible willpower. This is the heart of the lion. It's a star there, the heart of the king, which gives us incredible willpower, incredible motivation, and bravery and courage. And we can apply it to Virgo areas in our life for our health, for our routines, for our work, for our errands, to organize our life in some way for the practical matters of life. And now we're going to start with each of the 12 signs. But before that, I just want to let you know that I've created a 3.5 hour webinar on the ideal home and perfect environment according to your horoscope. You don't need to know any astrology. You just need to know your day of birth and time of birth. And I lead you step by step to see what is like. Are you going to live near mountains in certain periods of life, or near marshes, or near forests or big cities, small cities? What will the house be like? Is going to be a big house or more than one place of living, foreign residence or more local? Or how is it going to be even decorated? And what's going to be around your neighborhoods? For example, it might be close to stadiums. That's how you recognize if you're trying to choose two properties to rent, which is yours. If there is Mars influence, it will be close to a factory or close to a stadium or fitness. So if it's close to Venus, it might be close to a music hall. So I go through absolutely every sign. Each 12 signs have their ideal environment, and each planet has its own environment. And how to see, and you can have more than one environments. For example, you can have a few signs that influence your places of living and where you find yourself throughout your life. It's incredible. You can see even are you going to be in islands or more densely populated places with gardens and so on. It's incredibly fun. It's only $20. It becomes 30 after that. Very affordable if you'd like to order it. I'm putting a link below here. And now let's begin with the 12 signs. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, August 2025. Aries, your planet that rules you, which means you changes signs, goes into Libra, into the opposite sign. So for the next couple of months, you'll put a lot more action and a lot more focus and personal energy into relationships, into connecting with others, or others will try to connect with you. Or some of you might put energy into their, for example, business, because seventh house is connected to clients, to interactions with others, or sourcing more clients, reaching out to others, or you put a lot more energy into what else is the seventh house? For example, into doing a project together with another person. It can be with your spouse, or it can be with boyfriend, girlfriend, or you can be more active together. You can start exercising together, for example. That's a positive way. This Mars in your seventh house for a month and a half can play out. Or you can just reach out to others so you can become more proactive in finding a partner, business or personal, someone to date, or. And also, this can raise the sexuality, the sexual desire in a person. Seventh house is the house of uniting two people together. And Mars is a very kind of horny planet. So, but also around the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th of August, Mars is opposing Saturn in your sign. So there can be some provocation from others. Someone can press your buttons, someone can challenge you in some way, or external force can trigger you. Maybe the need to resolve some conflict will be there, or the need to activate together with another person in collaboration to do something, but it feels a bit stressful. But don't worry, because it's perfect. Pluto is making a perfect trine to Mars and sextile to Saturn and Uranus as well at the same time. So even if there is a provocation that comes to you from outside external sources, because you are here, Aries, seventh house is the furthest one away from you. So something external usually activates you and triggers you into action. It can turn out very productive. Say someone says something that you don't like. This makes you frustrated a little bit. And but because of the wonderful aspects towards this Mars, you can turn lemon into lemonade. You can use this force of anger or this force of provocation to get something done, to change something, to initiate something. So you can be extremely productive around those days as well. So there is a way out of a stressful situation with a lot of help from the planets like Pluto and Uranus, through wisdom, Pluto, Uranus, and through willpower, Pluto. Because the aspects are positive, it's correct willpower applied in the right way, and correct wisdom applied in the right way, that will help you solve some problem, fix something, be very productive around that time. There is a new moon on the 9th of August, Aries, in Aquarius, which is your 11th house. And that new moon doesn't get any aspects, but full moon, sorry, is about peak activity. And 11th house is social house, connecting to others. The full moon is to bond emotionally. So you might have some important developments this month with friendships, with like-minded people, groups of people, some kind of, especially around the full moon, of course, maybe going to some festivals or going to some place where a lot of people gather, or lectures of some sort, or people that have the same mind of how they perceive the world. There is this bonding element there. Or 11th house is also profits and rewards. And the full moon is seeing the results of. So if you've been working towards some project, long-term project of yours, dream or goal, which is the 11th house, this full moon, for some of you, can start showing you the results of it, can start showing you the profits of it, because it's also a very business house as well. All right. And on the 11th or 12th, something like that, Mercury is also turning direct. So the first 10 days of the month, you're having still Mercury retrograde in the fifth house. It can be about reconnecting with past loves, or rethinking your love style, or revisiting places of joy and fun that you used to like before, or maybe picking up some old hobbies, or brushing up on some creative project, or editing it, or sometimes it can even be like some frustrations in the love life, and having to solve problems there and communicate things that were unsaid. But when Mercury turns direct around the 11th of August, all this starts solving itself. And then it's like if there was some delays on a creative project, it starts moving forward, or you start seeing the results of the corrections that you made. Or fifth house is also your personal business, because if you have your own business that you've raised like a baby, fifth house is like your child that you raise, your creative output. If there was some delays or some editing or changing something there with Mercury retrograde, it starts moving forward, picking up speed the last 20 days of August. But of course, there's a lot of focus this month for you, Aries. It's a fire month. The sun is in Leo. Creative activities, having fun, enjoying yourself, celebrating in some way, holidays of any sorts, or just having creative ideas for you pop up. So pay attention. It is there. And the whole month, pretty much, you have Venus Jupiter conjunction in your fourth house. This is very positive month because the two best planets, or let's say the easiest planets, uh, and as we say, though, the path to hell is it's easy and enjoyable. Sometimes we can do silly stuff, but still, Venus and Jupiter says ease and blessings that come to you from the fourth house this month. Especially the conjunction happens around the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Again, around this period, everything is happening around this period. And it is telling you that if you're doing anything with property, with real estate, with decorating home, it will go great. Maybe there's the energy of luxury. There is the energy of also, if you're trying to find or buy, sell property, there is a possibility for things to become easier, or somehow to have like a lucky break in some way. Or maybe something at home, that you staying at home, connecting with relatives, connecting with your family as well, can be extremely as well satisfying. They can be a source of help or support, or maybe just connecting with extended family for some very emotionally satisfying and positive experience, or something good coming from home, family, place of living, your real estate, extended family as well. So there we go, Aries. Oh, yeah, and of course, we have the new moon, which is going to happen at 0 degrees Virgo in your sixth house on the 23rd. This is like renewal of the desire to work, renewal for serious, more practical things for the next 1 month after. So coming down from the high energy of Leo, which is more celebratory, which is more indulgent and creative, more to the practical side of life. And this full new moon is happening with Regulus, which is very empowering star of willpower, of courage. Maybe the courage to start a new job for some of you will come, or a new job project, or kind of the motivation to get down to get to for your health, to do something for your health, for your daily routines, for your daily habits. Regulus is an extremely potent star. There is very rarely new moons on Regulus. So you, after that 23rd of August, For the next 1 month, you can do something of extreme courage and willpower connected to your work, connected to your daily habits, hygiene routines, or connected to, habits, stopping negative habits or starting positive habits in some way. Oh, of course, six houses work, as we said. So there we go, Aries. As I said, pretty easy going month. I said you're triggered a lot by Mars, but this pushes you, this activates you to get things done in this case. And a lot of your energy goes there in that area of life as well. But there's a lot of support, as I said, from family, even if there's some stresses with partners or being challenged by others. There is a lot of support from family or retreat in family. Uh, and there is this feeling of emotional happiness and satisfaction because of Venus, Jupiter in your fourth house. So thank you so much, Aries. And yeah, enjoy the month before the eclipses.